Yo, what's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of August 2018. Aquarius, as you already know, this used to be an astrology channel. I changed it to a tarot channel for several reasons. The first reason is because of the new moon solar eclipses this summer. So new moon solar eclipse of July 2018, new moon solar eclipse of August 2018. So this is a new beginning that's coming into my life as a result of these eclipses. Also, I have something significant that I can contribute to the tarot community, and that's the use of life path numbers within the tarot. I've watched tons of tarot videos. I've watched tons of tarot readers. None of them use life path numbers within their readings, so I made this discovery, and if you start to see other tarot readers using my technique, then just know where they got it from. They got it from me because I'm the only one who ever made this discovery. And what does that mean to use life path numbers within the tarot? Well, tarot cards 1 through 9, 11, and 22 are all life path numbers. So you can take someone's date of birth and you can numerologically use their date of birth to get the life path number. And, you know, it turns out to be someone who's 1 through 9, 11, or 22. These are all people who are, you know, they can show up within your tarot reading. And you can identify them through the life path number. So I'm going to give you an example as to how to get someone's life path number using their date of birth. So let's just say hypothetically someone was born on February 9th, 1979. To get this person's life path number, and this is just an example, it'd be February, which is 2, and then the day, which is 9. So you have 2 plus 9 is 11, and then you add each single digit of the year. So you have 1979 be 11 plus 1 is 12, 12 plus 9 is 21, 21 plus 7 is 28, and then you have 28 plus 9 is 37, and then you have 37, so it's 3 plus 7 is 10, and then you have 10, so it's 1 plus 0 is 1. So somebody who is born, hypothetically, if someone's born on February 9th, 1979, then that person is the life path number 1. So in the tarot, who's life path number 1? That's the magician. See, they have the number 1. And life path number 2 would be the high priestess. Life path number 3 is the empress. Life path number 4 is the emperor. Life path number 5 is the hierophant. Life path number 6 is the lovers. Life path number 7 is the chariot. Life path number 8 is strength. Life path number 9 is the hermit. Life path number 11 is justice. And life path number 22 is the Fool. And it's interesting, in some decks the Fool card is 0, other decks it's 22. But when that Fool card comes out on the table, you know, for some of you, that's somebody in your life who's life path number 22. So that's one of the only double-digit life path numbers. There's the Justice card, which is 11, and then there's the Fool card, is 22. So if you're doing the numerology like the way I showed you and it gets to 22, you don't add the 2 2s. You just leave it be because that is a life path number. They are the Fool, whoever that person is. Same with Justice. So Justice, if it adds to 11, you don't keep adding, and it's just 11 and 22 you do that for. For every other life path number, you keep adding till it's a single digit. Now, some people might do their numerology and it comes out to 22 and they might be like, I don't want to be the Fool, that sounds insulting. No, it's not meant to be insulting. The Fool card is someone who's actually very rare. There's not that many people in the world who have the life path number 22. So, you know, if you are the life path number 22 or you know somebody who's life path number 22, that person's probably pretty important. I mean, sometimes they could be like an artist of some sort, or, you know, maybe they like to travel. Look, they got their travel bag, or, you know, they're having a good time in the sun. So they might be a free spirit of some sort. So this person could be sort of spontaneous sometimes. And, you know, the Fool is a good life path number. It's a very unique life path number. It's not meant to be insulting at all. And, you know, other life path numbers that could be taken the wrong way is, well, life path number 9 is the Hermit. So, you know, if someone's doing their numerology and it adds up to, you know, you do the numerology like the way I showed you and it gets to 9, and, you know, someone might be like, well, I don't want to be the Hermit. well, your life path number is 9. That means you're the hermit. It's not meant to be insulting. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're literally a hermit. I mean, maybe for some people, yeah, maybe there are some life path number 9 who really are kind of shut in. But, I'd say more commonly, somebody who's a life path number 9, the hermit, that's someone who just likes to do their own thing a lot. Like, they might have a lot of moments in their life where they're really just doing their own thing. And, the hermit, the life path number 9 is a spiritual number, so you can see how spiritual they are. They have that light, that guiding light right there that they're holding. So, that's another thing with the gender of the cards. It's like, you see the emperor on the card, and it's a man on the card, but in tarot it doesn't matter. It's like it's life path number 4. So somebody who has a life path number 4 is the emperor, regardless of if they're man or woman. Same high priestess, life path number 2. It's a woman on the card, but regardless of whether or not it doesn't matter that it's a woman on the card. Anyone who has the life path number 2, they're identified through the high priestess. And I'm going to jump into it now because we have a lot of life path numbers on here, and I'm not saying that all of these life path numbers are resonating with you and your life, Aquarius, but some of them might be. So, we'll start out with the central energy, which is the Fool. And, if you don't look at this card as life path number 22, because, I'm going to just say that most Aquarians probably don't have someone in their life who's life path number 22. So the Fool card, if it was in the upright, that would suggest that there's no issue with a new beginning that's starting to come in or take shape in your life. And I'd say even in the reverse, it's not really that there's an issue with it, but it's just you're going to have to work it out. Like, it's going to take a couple tries to get a new beginning off the ground, Aquarius. It's if the Fool card was in the upright, then it'd be like, okay, yeah, here we go. So this new beginning, I'm cruising. I'm headed for this new beginning. It's taking shape. But the fact that it's upside down suggests that, there is some kind of delay probably with a new beginning that's trying to take shape in your life. Now, for others of you, when the Fool card comes out upside down, some of you, this is a reading that's specifically for the month of August 2018. But, some of you might be like a little bit, I'm not saying all of you are, but, some of you are a little bit foolish in your behavior. And, what I mean by that is like, I look at this card right here. You have the 4 of Cups right here. And you can see that, this is a cup that's being offered to this person. And like, that's kind of like you. And like, you're kind of shrugging it away. And, I feel like that's kind of foolish for some of you Aquarians. I feel that, whether it's in love or, some other opportunity that you have in your life, there's something valuable is being offered to you, and you're kind of being a little bit foolish, because you're not accepting a good option. I'm not saying that you have to accept it, but you might want to reevaluate whatever it is, because you might miss an opportunity. You might miss a good opportunity. You don't want to do that, Aquarius. So, but if that's not resonating like that for you in your life, this Fool card, central energy, I feel, the fact that it's in the reverse, the Fool card would indicate a new beginning if it was upright, but I feel like this has got Mercury retrograde written all over it. Because, this, like I said, it is a delay to a new beginning, and Mercury retrograde brings delays. Mercury's going to be retrograding all the way until August 19th. With Mercury retrograde, then you get it's actually a longer transit than you really think. I mean, you got the 3 weeks before and after the retrograde cycle where you're still feeling the effects of that retrograde. It's like really a delayed energy there. But you have the 5 of Pentacles as your challenge card for the month of August 2018. And like, this is really coming through to me as, this is for single Aquarians more than coupled up Aquarians. But, if you're a single Aquarius, then this 5 of Pentacles would suggest that, you had a loss. Like, maybe some of you were with somebody and, you went through a breakup and it was a loss. And, maybe you're just having a little bit of difficulty getting over it, or, maybe you're thinking about it, or, maybe you felt like you could cruise into being single and you thought it would be easier to, live the single life than really what you ever imagined it to be. But otherwise, I mean, this would suggest, the 5 of Pentacles in the challenge position suggests, for others of you, might be some kind of difficulty with finances. So it's not definite, but maybe for some of you, yes. I'm going to go up to your, what's crowning your reading is the High Priestess in the reverse, Some of you might have a hidden agenda of some sort. Some of you Aquarians are participating in something secret, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Obviously, you or maybe a select few only know about it, but this could also be the indication of you don't really, maybe there's like something spiritual that's in your life, and maybe you just don't really understand it, or maybe you're interpreting it the wrong way. But if the High Priestess card was upright, then that would obviously suggest that you do understand some spiritual material that's coming into your life. But because it's in the reverse position, maybe you're having a little bit of difficulty understanding a spiritual subject. Now I'm going to jump to the life path numbers real quick. So more specifically, and I'm not saying this is for many of you, but a few of you Aquarians have somebody in your life who's life path number 2. So if you do the numerology like the way I showed you in the example, and it comes to 2, then potentially that's the person who's showing up on the board. Or very specifically, a few of you actually might be the life path number 2. And I'm going to come down here to the Lovers card in the reverse. Here we go. So not saying that all of you are having difficulty in a relationship, but for those of you who are, then this is the card that would indicate that. Now it is in the past, distant past position. So, that sometimes that means that those energies are coming back again in the month of August 2018, or this is just an indicative of, a difficult love life situation. Like, think about your past relationships, Aquarius. That might be the indication right there. The Lovers card in the reverse, it might have been sort of a difficult situation, however it ended or whatever. And I feel like that applies to a lot of, well, not a lot, but, whoever single Aquariuses are out there who, they're no longer with a former flame. But, more specifically, I'd say that, very select few of you did have someone life path number 6 in your life. So, once again, you do the numerology to get the life path number, like the way I showed you. Potentially a few of you might have somebody in your life whose life path number 6, and that's extremely specific. Obviously, not all of you do. Or maybe it's you who's a life path number 6 for a very select few of you. And we're going to come down here to your recent past energies. You have the Page of Wands right here, so that could indicate a fire sign of some sort, maybe an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Any of you Aquarians out there, any of you Aquariuses out there have an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius in your life? I mean, potentially maybe you do. Like I said, with these past position cards, the energies could be coming back in the month of August 2018. But if not, then maybe some of you really were with a fire sign. Maybe some of you used to be with an Aries or an used to be with an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius, potentially, some of you. So obviously not all of you were. Not everyone was with a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo before. Potentially, maybe some of you will be running into an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius in the month of August 2018. Now we have the 5 of Swords also as the distant past, or recent past energy. So 5 of Swords in the reverse is good because, if that energy is recent past and it's coming in for August 2018, then, some of you might be open to change. If this was in the upright position, that would suggest, the conflict is ongoing, it's continuing, but some of you really have the opportunity to be open to change. And that's why I feel like these energies are a little bit conflicting, because, maybe there was a betrayal of some sort in the recent past, and, maybe you were betrayed, or if you weren't betrayed, maybe you betrayed somebody. But now, because this card is in the reverse, it means that you are open for things to be different now. And, you really should maybe check this option out here. Don't be this stubborn person on the card that's like, oh, whatever that is, I don't want that. No, check it out. Reevaluate the situation. Now, I'm going to jump over to this card right here, which is your near future. And anybody who doesn't know tarot or understand tarot, sometimes they take this card the wrong way. It doesn't literally mean what it says on the card. It's the death card, okay? So that doesn't literally mean death. It's a figurative sense of a situation that should be no more. Okay, so it's transformation. The death card is transformation. It's a change that needs to happen. Like one situation just needs to be done with so that another situation can come into your life. And the problem is that the death card is upside down. So, you know, with the death card being upside down, that means you can't get that new situation yet. It's like the old energies are just like hanging on. It's like, get rid of that. It's like, would have been nice for it to be in the upright so you could just move on. You know what I mean? So, but you know, with the death card energy in the reverse, it's like you can't move on. Like one situation is like not ending and not allowing another situation to come in that needs to come in. And you know, I feel like that just goes, this is like almost like coincides with these two energies, because here's the new beginning that wants to come in. But you know, with the upside down, it's just like something's stuck. And I feel like these cards just have Mercury retrograde written all over them. It's like the new beginning wants to come in, or some kind of new thing wants to take shape in your life, but Mercury retrograde's really holding that up for some of you guys. And then down here we have the Emperor, and we also have the Queen of Wands. So, you know, with genders of cards, so the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, I mean, it doesn't matter. Page, it looks like a man on the card. Queen, it's a woman on the card. But, you know, like I said, in the tarot, it doesn't matter the gender on the card. Like, it doesn't matter what this is on the card. Regardless of male or female, fire signs are indicated by the wands. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. Queen of Wands, same thing. Doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. This is somebody who's a fire sign in your life. This is somebody who's an Aries. This is somebody who's a Sagittarius. This is somebody who's a Leo. Some of you guys do have Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in your life. So the way these cards came out, though, I'm looking at this and it's like, look, the Emperor's looking that way and the Queen of Wands is looking that way. So, you know, is this situation with the fire sign really working out, Aquarius? Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not. But the way these cards came out, these two, he's looking that way. Well, I'm not going to say he, she, but, you know, the Emperor's looking that way and the Queen of Wands is looking that way. So, you know, is that situation with the Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, is it really right? Is it really a good situation for you, Aquarius? Like, maybe you need to reevaluate that potentially for some of you. More specifically, this Emperor is somebody who's life path number 4. So this person's spontaneous energy of 4 is ruled by Uranus. So this person has that unexpected element to them. But they're also very unconventional, and they can be a very innovative person too. And you know, if they're not in a position of authority yet, life path number 4 is, and this is very specific. Not all of you Aquarians have somebody in your life who's life path number 4, or maybe you are potentially for some of you. But you know, this person is, look how solid this structure is that he's sitting on. I mean, this is somebody who is, they're a powerful person. Like, they could be in a position of authority one day. Even if they're not now, they might be like the authority figure of something one day. And you know, very specifically, some of them might like to wear red. I mean, you see they're wearing a red garment. I mean, that's really specific. That's not going to come through that way. But that's specifically for life path number 4. But you can see how these life path numbers do come through in the tarot reading, Aquarius. But, you know, if it's not somebody who's life path number 4, like I said, it's all the qualities that I just said. You know, somebody who's on a stable structure, somebody who could be in a position of authority one day if they're not already. And we got the King of Swords as how society perceives you. That's the position on the board. How does society perceive you, Aquarius? And you know, what influence do you have on society? You are, regardless if you're man or woman, Aquarius, you are the King of Swords. King of Swords is intellectual power, Aquarius. You are an air sign. Air signs are all about using their mind. All right, so, you know, if this isn't you, Aquarius, then this might be another air sign in your life. So who's the air signs in your life, Aquarius? You know, it could be a Libra, it could be a Gemini, could be another Aquarius. But if it's not, if there's nobody in your life that fits the aforementioned, anybody of importance, then, you know, this is obviously you, Aquarius. You are the King of Swords. You are the one who has the sharp mind. Look how sharp that sword is that you have. So you have a piercing intellect, Aquarius. And right above that in the hopes and fears section is the Chariot card. So the Chariot is, you know, could be somebody who likes to travel potentially. Some of you might like to travel. I mean, you are Aquarius, you are an adventurous person. A for Aquarius, A for adventurous. So this could be a delay with travel for some of you potentially. And, you know, very specifically, this is somebody who's life path number 7. So we'll just put that right there, life path number 7. So do you have anybody in your life, Aquarius, who is life path number 7? So do the numerology, like I said in the beginning, and see if there's anybody in your life who's life path number 7, or it might be you. But, you know, this could be, if you want to go somewhere, you know, some of you Aquarius really are adventurous, and maybe you do want to travel places, and, you know, maybe you just can't right now. Maybe travel is just not, you know, really an option for some of you right now. You know, it might have something to do with that 5 of Pentacles. Like I said, that 5 of Pentacles could suggest some kind of financial disarray. I'm not saying that all Aquarians have financial disarray, but if you do, maybe you just don't have the money to travel for some of you potentially. But more specifically and very specifically, if you are life path number 7, you know, then maybe the Chariot card would suggest that's you, or, you know, could be somebody in your life who is life path number 7. Those are very specific examples. Obviously, not all Aquarians have anyone who's life path number 7 in their life, but the outcome of this month for you, Aquarius, is the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this would suggest that, you know, some of you might have an important water sign in your life, and that's the outcome. So I'd say that if you're a single Aquarius, a water sign would definitely be a good option. So who are the water signs? They're Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Do you know any of the aforementioned in your life? Now, so the fact that the card is upside down, and once again, it's the Queen of Cups, it looks like a woman on the card, but, you know, once again, with tarot, it doesn't matter what the gender is on the card. It could be a man or a woman water sign. It doesn't matter. So the fact that the card is upside down, it's the outcome. So, you know, maybe some of you are going to end up with a water sign potentially, some of you, but the fact that it's upside down is that it may take a couple tries to really get this off the ground, or, you know, it may take a couple tries to really make things work out with this person. And, you know, here we go again, right back to Mercury retrograde. I mean, we got cards that are upside down, delays. I mean, you know, some of you just really aren't getting it off the ground right away. And I'm not saying that it can't happen. It's like, it's not that you can't enter a relationship while Mercury's retrograding, but like I said, it just might take you a couple of tries to do it, Aquarius. And, you know, if this doesn't have to do with the water sign in your life, then for some of you, this is just, you're not using your intuition enough. And I know that's difficult for some of you because, you know, you are the King of Swords. You're all about the mind and the intellect, and, you know, well, everything's got to have a reason, you know, and there's got to be a logical explanation for everything. No, there really doesn't have to be, Aquarius. And, you know, that's where you fall a little bit short sometimes, because you rely too much on your cognitive faculties as opposed to trying to tap into other elements of yourself. Like, we all have an intuition. You know, to the extent that you embrace it would be maybe not as much as some other signs. You're more prone to use your mind, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't use your intuition. It's like, take more of an intuitive approach to things, Aquarius. And, you know, more specifically, the Queen of Cups, if that was in the upright, then that would suggest that, you know, it would suggest someone's calm. So it's either you would be calm, or, you know, somebody in your life calm. But, you know, the fact that the Queen of Cups is upside down is someone's not calm. You're either not calm, or, you know, somebody in your life is not calm. But if it was the other way around, like if the Queen of Cups was in the upright, then it'd be the adverse, obviously. So, but, you know, that's your reading for the month of August 2018, Aquarius. And, you know, I don't sugarcoat it. This is the cards come out of the deck on their own, and this is the way they came onto the board. And, you know, obviously I'm going to shuffle the cards again next month in September, and the energies could be different. And I just want to talk real quick about the new moon solar eclipse that's going to happen on August 11th. For you specifically, this means something new about your relationship. So if you're coupled up already, this is, you know, a new chapter that's coming in for your relationship. And this has to do with your fate, because this is an eclipse. It's not your just regular new moon. And for you singles, this is somebody new that's definitely coming in, Aquarius, for some of you. So if it doesn't have to do with, you know, a specific one-on-one relationship that's trying to make its way into your life, then, you know, maybe it's some other sort of relationship. Like if it doesn't specifically necessarily have to do with your love life, then maybe there's some other alliance in your life that you can form in the 6 to 12 months that follow the solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse. And, you know, that's why I say 6 to 12 months it might take for this energy to show up. For others of you, it might be a little bit more immediate, but because it's an eclipse, it may be 6 to 12 months before you see this actually come to fruition. A normal new moon, if it wasn't a new moon eclipse, then, you know, normal new moons, the energies usually come in sometime during the 6 months that follow them. But the fact that it's the eclipse, it's going to take about 6 or 12 months for some of you. Others of you might see it more immediately. This has, because it's an eclipse, it means there is something significant there. So, you know, Mercury retrograde is a short transit. That's not going to delay things forever. Like, that eclipse energy is going to, you know, really take shape eventually. And, you know, Mercury retrograde's energy will dissipate, and Mercury will eventually move forward again. As life does, life goes on, we all move forward. Thank you very much for watching this video, Aquarius. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. For those of you who always subscribe to this channel specifically for astrology, I hope that you'll continue to subscribe. I think there's a lot of valuable information that you can get out of these tarot readings. Thank you for watching. And if you'd like to read daily astrology, I write it every day. All you have to do is go to Gregory Furlan Astrology. That's my Instagram handle. Follow me there to get your daily astrology forecast. Thank you for watching. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.